Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Cheers to all you lovers out there. There is a reason that the lighting's like this. I haven't made the lighting like this. This is how the lighting is in the shed. But at the back of our garden is a mechanics that deals with tyres. Tyres for vehicles, and they've put lots of containers in their yard which backs onto our garden, and a big floodlight has gone up and it's flooding our garden house with light, extreme light. So I thought you can have some too. I'm busy, I'm painting at the moment, I'm doing lots of things at the moment in the house. So I've come out here so that I have a break, have a Kit Kat, have a break, and we're going to use these cards. So perfect time, we'll have a coffee and tarot reading. We'll see what's on the cards, and then I can go back and get on with what I'm doing. Okay, 120 was on the counter. I don't know why I felt drawn to say that. Oh, that's it's an interesting reading. We'll shine light on it. I'm not going to read from the book. I've got the message. It's a karmic message. We're going to shed some light on it. Okay. The karmic energy has the blonde hair in this setup, and the divine feminine has darker hair. What to do? This is really about the yin yang, the lovers deciding on what to do here. The divine feminine is prepared to fight for her worth. It's the resurrection, okay, it's the comeback. This strength card here is what's concerning. It's because we have a lion here. I didn't see what he was looking at, but then this is the karmic energy. And he's not trapped, but if you have a look at these two puddles here, it takes me to like the infinity symbol, but there's a gap between them. And I feel she's keeping him trapped. He's looking at the picture, painting of the lovers. I feel this is the feminine also, looking at this portrait. This is emotional loss. So the feminine, the divine feminine, spending nights alone, knowing that she is the complete package, because it was like the infinity symbol. There's no like break in the connection. No breaking. Not a break in the connection. There's been a break in the connection, but there's no break in the connection between the lovers. The Queen of Coins is the divine mother's energy, and the moon is secrets. So you've got the divine feminine here, and this is like the yin yang. You can feel them going around in circles. What to do? And then it's interesting because you can really see like my grey streaks. And I was taken to this energy here, and that's the card of knowing your worth. A strong energy coming through from the divine feminine. The masculine is in his lion energy, but he's lying in lies. That's the reading. This is a fiery energy. It's like slicing through the illusion. Just like that. What else have I got here? Let's go to the Sacred Spirit reading cards. It's like coming in with all these colours here. And then we saw the bottom of the deck. And the odd colours, let's call them odd. The root chakra, the solar plexus. Sorry, your sacral chakra. Orange. Orange and yellow. So orange is a passionate energy and yellow is the person who says whether or not you can do this. You can't do that. You can do this. It's like she's tamed the lion, but it's emasculation. She's taken away his masculinity. And all he can do is, it seems, sit there and purr like a cowardly lion. That's what's coming from it. But then you have the energy of the wolf here. The moon. A lot's happening under this full moon. Hidden realms. Creates conscious awareness. So slicing through what's hidden. I feel this is the masculine here, having a look at it all. What card number is it? 20. Create conscious awareness, analyse your dream cycles. Traditionally, shamans are the gatekeepers to the hidden realms of ancient wisdom and magic. Accessing the hidden realms for further meaning and insight into a soul's pain or an individual's dis-ease. Using conscious communication, the shaman works to bridge the realms between humanity and creation. I feel in this instance it's the divine feminine's energy. It's in the shaman and sensing that something is not quite right. Communicating with the elementals, nature, animal realms, ancestors, angelic forces and spiritual beings that serve humanity as guardians, guides, teachers and masters and more is the role of the shaman. Now that card did come out and I put it on top of the masculine's energy the other day in a reading. These ancient practices have been developed and refined across time with shamans, seers, visionaries serving their communities as mediators between the human experience and the world of nature, restoring power to those who have experienced disempowerment or physical experience. Shamanic practitioners reconnect the aspects of the soul that have been lost through trauma or life experiences. Right now you are being asked to connect to the hidden realms, expanding your consciousness to open your mind wide and reconnect with your soul for deep healing and transformation. There is much to be learned from the hidden realms that can assist you in your waking life. Let's have some coffee. I'm not sure why. At this right moment. At this right moment. Okay. Right time, right place. Examine your dream cycles and interpret your subconscious messages. Creating conscious awareness will allow you to actively connect to your universal guardians, the elements and the celestial realm. Like any learned skill, practice will improve the strength of your connection. Pay attention to any symbols, animals, or visual images that appear in your life now, as there is deep meaning that applies to you. The shadow aspect, social disconnection, daydreaming, codependency. Your affirmation: I am a clear and successful mediator of conscious divine communication. Okay, let's see what else wants to be known. There's that wolf energy here. Guardian, guard your energy. I think it's really important that we read this message. Card number 19. That took me to actually the date, the 19th. Could be a particular day you need to be conscious about guarding your energy. Guard your energy, visualize positive outcomes. Guardians of the spiritual realm are perceived differently across all cultures and religions. Totem spirits, angels and other shamanic spirit helpers are assigned to everyone at birth and can be discovered through vision quests, meditations and deep forms of prayer. In ancient times, I don't know how to pronounce this word, the medical assistance of hallucinogenic plants were used. Every individual has a guardian or guiding spirit that watches over them during their lifetime. Different stages of life can bring change to those helpers, depending on what lessons or guidance are needed to complete levels of soul growth for the soul's ascension. Guardian spirits are often perceived in animal forms, so we keep getting that message that the animals are messengers. Okay, so guardian spirits are often perceived in animal forms due to the recognition of their personal characteristics and mannerisms. The wolf depicts challenges in personal boundaries and being able to trust others with your emotional vulnerability. So who can you trust with your deep innermost heart, feelings, pain? It is possible now to have interactions we've just missed out. Are really important. I've got to let the pussycat in. Normally, she can do it herself. Hey. Oh. She tried and then she went. Maybe she'll be back. Right now, you must guard your energy fiercely. Hey, Luna. Hey, baby. Be mindful of how you be mindful how you feel energetically around others. Exhaustion, fatigue, confusion and clouded judgment is possible now if you allow yourself to be influenced by these energy vampires. What's difficult about this is it's the Strength card. I mean, this toxic energy, this energy vampire is very strong to be able to contain this lion. And he feels he's unable to break free. So she has quite a control over him. The Strength card is the only card in the tarot that can defeat the devil. And it's like the devil here has the strength. What's missing is this should be the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So the secret weapon that the masculine has here is the divine feminine. And it's their strength together that will defeat this karmic energy. Okay. So right now you must guard your energy fiercely. Be mindful of how you feel energetically around others. Exhaustion, fatigue, confusion and clouded judgment is possible now if you allow yourself to be influenced by these energy vampires. Only you decide on a conscious or subconscious level if you wish to interact with these toxic energies. So I picked up this energy on last night's live when I was speaking with Yash, and he had said that he had attended a wedding and felt tired. I was trying to pinpoint what was tiring. Was it the energies that you were surrounding yourself with? And it's like, it's important to have a look at what is draining you, or what is making you feel out of whack, out of balance. It is possible now to have interactions with police and emergency service personnel, as the Guardian is a protector and teacher of spirits, highlighting personal safety and the safety of others. Currently, lunar cycles are influential. Be cautious of the full moon's influence. So that full moon energy is on the 15th. Is it the 15th or is it the 16th today? Okay. Be cautious of the full moon's influence. And let's see what date it is. Oh, it's the 16th today. So, again, be cautious of the full moon's influence over people and places. Always put your personal safety first. Avoid taking unnecessary risks. Well, it's like there's floodlights being shone for your safety. And these containers, straight away I went to Jamie, I feel like a protective wall, barrier, has been put around us, and then we've got like these floodlights. Use careful practice in your holistic, counselling, intuitive and healing practices as you are absorbing unwanted energy from others and need to clear and ground yourself after each session or experience to minimise mental and physical fatigue. The shadow aspects of this card, I'm going to show this card here because the feminine's ready to cut through this bullshit that she can see as clear as day. The divine has shone light on the situation. The shadow aspect, abuse of power, codependency, irresponsible and carelessness. The affirmation, I am clearly guided by my divine guardian, I am protected always. Card number 47. At the moment, I'm currently being guided by my mum. Signs are everywhere and I find myself chatting with her. Let's go to your angels and ancestors. Seeing as they're with you. What's coming through is, would your parents be happy about this situation? Okay. That's it. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. She has some kind of hold over him. And it's like he's here to, for greater purposes. He's here for a great love and for a great lesson. A great lesson in love. The great teacher. Know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. Because there's a lot of people that are under this manipulation, and I have been overhearing conversations, okay, from these toxic feminines who are keeping masculines trapped even after the masculine has tried to leave. And what I've been overhearing is not good. These feminines have plans behind the scenes. I will do whatever I can within my power to set these decent men free. From what I overhear, the plans are, even though the masculine stays with them, the plans are, well, what they've already put into place to get their revenge. And these masculines stay from the fear of consequences of if they leave, and the feminine's got everything anyway. You're not going to lose anything because she already has the power over everything. If anything, you regain your power. And you won't lose everything. So I can give you an example, which I will do. A lady had caught her husband cheating, gone through his phone. Telltale signs was he was always on his phone, like sitting in the corner of the sofa. So she checked his phone and found not very good evidence. Well, good evidence, but not good. Naked pictures. And she knew the girl, and she got arrested because she beat the shit out of the girl that the man had been sleeping with. It'd been going on for 18 months. He said that the girl he had been interacting with had him over a barrel. She was threatening to tell the wife if he didn't carry on meeting her. The accuracy of the story to that, you'd probably have to speak to the girl who got beat up. So the karmic spent a night in a cell. And he told her everything. I heard all the ins and outs of, details. She was telling my colleague, who is a lady who's had her husband cheat on her, but she kicked her husband out. So they were having a discussion which I overheard. Anyway, this lady, she's still with him, doesn't trust him at all. He said that he was bored, so she plans all these activities now, but the names that she calls him, well, he's boring. He's worse than ever, so he's really unhappy. And all her pensions, she's put into her children's name. And so if anything happens to her, he doesn't get a penny. And she said, that's my payback. And that's just one of many, I could tell you. And that's not right. Surely that's not right. But it happens. Let's go back to the great teacher. I'm going to just give you an example of my colleague that I'm working with. Because when I first started working there, she was very angry regarding what her husband had done to her. And she had been separated 11 years. And in that time, he's paid off the mortgage and he paid some other bills. Like, he kept her still financially like that. And but she was going for like at least 50% of his pension. Now, because of the prolonging, that included the 11 years that they had been separated. And she was going for 50%, and her solicitor wanted her to go for more. And at this point, as I'm listening to this, because I'm not somebody that would consider doing that, I said to her, you don't take more than what you're entitled to. The divine doesn't look fondly upon that. So, and I tried to explain maybe, you know, how he may have been feeling, maybe a different perspective. So, and then she went on to say that she was also entitled to pensions that he's also taken out after they separated, because they're still legally married. And she knows that if anything happened to him right now, she'll get it all, because they're still not divorced. But she's settled at 35% of his pension, which for me was a result for him. He's still got to, you know, live, have a life, have his own pension. It's not easy having them discussions with people who are really hurt and just want revenge. The great teacher. This card was inspired by Jesus, who is one of the most widely acknowledged and loved spiritual teachers of all time. But there is a great teacher in every tradition, and this card represents the one to whom you feel closest, as well as the great teacher within. The teacher wears simple clothes, here to demonstrate that even if you live a simple life, it can be an incredibly spiritual one. He is surrounded by a sense of serenity and harmony because he has absolute trust in the higher power that moves through him, and the dove on the card represents receiving answers to prayers through signs and experiencing peace through joy. This card can represent a teacher in your life or the great teacher within. Either way, it shows that you have dedicated a lot of time, effort and energy to understanding yourself and the world. You are having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining a greater awareness of what you need to do in order to grow. There is a great chance that if you've been having any challenges recently, you've surmounted them and allowed them to be vehicles to lessons that are helping your spiritual connection. If you feel that you've received messages from heaven or the universe recently, this card is confirmation that these have indeed been holy experiences. Okay, right, let's cheers. Stand up for yourself at this time. If anybody is being rude and disrespectful towards you, you face them and you tell them, you're being rude to me, you're being disrespectful, I'm not going to tolerate it. Okay? If they have a problem, you leave. You have a good reason to. You're being rude to me. It's not necessary. It's not needed. It's not tolerable anymore. Your intuition is strong. We are reaching out to help. Okay, so divine guidance is getting you out of this. And rightly so. Card number 7. Hey, baby. Come. There's a good girl. Luna. She's been through it. She's got a great big cut down the back of her where she's been attacked. No more. Me, Luna? Nah. She's so lovely and sweet. She doesn't deserve to be attacked. Okay, card number 7. I don't know if you can see her neck. All the way down. It's okay. You lay down. So, birds. I saw the word birds here. Birds are messengers we use to connect with you. That's number 6. But we were told that animals are messengers. So, I say there could be some injury that's been caused somewhere. Time to heal. Your own natural psychic ability is spot on at this time. You are being supported from the other side and are aware of that connection. Continue to listen to that inner voice. It is serving you well at this time. Okay. You can sense when something's up or when something's down. Bang my hand. Oh, whereabouts, she's gonna lay like a baby now. Do you want to come and lay like a baby? Lay like a baby, darling. Your paws underneath, bring your paw up. That's okay. How am I going to do these cards, Luna? Should we just pick some out? Let's just cut the deck like that. You can do it if you put your mind into it. Don't let the fear of what could happen stop anything from happening. You're right, darling. I know you've got... No, that's my hair. I've got babies. A baby's in belly. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. But we are powerful. We know that. Everyone needs help sometimes. Darling. Okay, let me just get this. In the arms of the angels. Hold on a minute, sweet thing. You got caught on my... Oh, hold on. There you go. she's now clinging on. Don't bite me, though. Don't bite me. That's it. Lick me. Luna. Let go of me, sweet thing. I want to shuffle these cards here. Yeah. Please shuffle these cards up. Okay. Our eyes are the same colour as my jumper. Although, maybe the same colour as mine, are they? Power and healing. To get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. Okay. To get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. Delicate, fleeting beauty. When life is not coming up roses, look to the weeds and find the beauty hidden within them. Majesty and virtue. The lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. Gallantry, grant me a single smile. Sweet William, small, has form and aspect bright, like that sweet flower that yields great Jove delight. Faithfulness and modesty. Modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth. Get up, sweet thing. Can you get up okay? Oh, you're going to lay back down again. Right, let's finish with a Rumi message. See our whiskers. The lover and the beloved is on the bottom of the deck. I can shuffle them if you want them. Look, you're going to sneeze, bless you. Blessings for the lover and the beloved. Tell me when to stop, Lynn. Are we there? This one? You can have this one. Enter the garden of delights. Number 28. Are you aware that sweetness is found everywhere in town? Are you aware that winter is gone and spring has come around? Are you aware that sweet basil and the carnation are whispering in the garden and laughing about how simply everything is found? Are you aware the nightingale has come back from its flight, singing out messages singing out messages of love to spread delight with every sound? Everything in the garden is granted the right from the divine court to appear for our delight. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive as a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavour to reach out. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. Rumi. Are you listening? She's purring. I can feel you purring through my lap. You're so cute. There is a sweet spot when entering the Garden of Delights, a moment when the senses have gorged themselves upon beauty and become heavy with their fullness, slowing the mind so that it can perceive the divine beloved dancing behind the veils of nature. But first comes the sensual feasting. Blooming orchids arrest the gaze with their startling and strange beauty. Nectar from the ripest fruit of the garden drips luscious and sweet upon a savouring tongue, hungry for gossip, the ears shamelessly eavesdrop upon the birds in melodic conversation. They sing of greatest, most passionate love and boundless living joy. The ears open wide to take it all in. The craving for touch is sated by rough textured bark falling from the ancient trees, soft dewy grasses cool in the shade, the crunching leaves making their sounds under the hot sun and dancing feet, and the caress of that sunlight upon bare shoulders with weight of its own, like a silken wrap placed just so by a caring lover's hand. The breeze, the very breath of the beloved Earth Mother, is sweet with scent of lavender and jasmine, warmed by the Sun Father. The Earth Mother and the Sun Father. Oh, drink it in until your arms raise themselves to heaven. So now I'm taken to the bottom of the deck here. Oh, drink it in until your arms raise themselves to heaven, your head tilts, eyes rolling back in your head, and your sacred animal body is mindless and in love. The Garden of Delights, narcotic in effect, lulling the senses from tension into sacred languor that love may be experienced. Let us rest here in the midst of so much life, where the goodness of life is felt and the heart is free from any prison of pain or doubt. Come, be in the garden with me now. Let us be free and feast to our heart's content. We are in the garden. We're in the shed, aren't we, Luna? She's sitting. Look. She's sitting on her bum. With her legs up in the air. You have been granted entry into sacred space, a mihrab, a sanctuary for worship. When the soul is well acquainted with love, life becomes a temple of love, the sacred space in which the soul can grow powerful through expansive worship of love. You are being invited by your spiritual brother Rumi to enter into life, to commit to coming alive, even if at times this feels deeply challenging. Sometimes a part of you may rather stay locked in an illusion of security for a time, perhaps expressed through the preference of what is known over what is unknown, what is familiar and comfortable compared to that which is unfamiliar or uncomfortable. To tussle with the parts of us that would deny aliveness is a natural part of growth. It can seem so risky, with such potential for heartache, and yet what could be more heart-wrenching than the slow death of a precious human soul suffocated by fear and inertia? That is the greatest risk, of never really and fully being born into this world of wonders. So Rumi is your midwife, there to ensure full spiritual birth. He is standing at the threshold with you now. You are being asked to cross this threshold from the life you have been living into the aliveness that is flickering and glowing at your feet. It is love's wild, hot embers at your sacred feet. They will erupt at any moment into a holy inferno, taking hold of you and igniting you from within, transforming you into living fire. And under the Messages from Heaven book is that living fire. To come alive requires shedding of so much adherence to the fear of death. The Great Brother whispers wisdom into your heart. You have heard it, felt it already. The fear of death is so much more terrible than death itself. Death is dying. It doesn't say that. It says nothing is dying in you but fear, so the heart can live more freely. Death and life are twin angels dancing together in communion with the sacred. So I felt that energy with the wands, with the rune card. The yin yang. So death and life are twin angels dancing together in communion with the sacred. They are not opposed. They bring the soul aliveness and make the garden of delights possible. So it's a divine masculine, okay, death and life, let's say transformation, and life, rebirth. The divine feminine's energy are twin angels dancing together in communion with the sacred. They are not opposed. They bring the soul aliveness and make the garden of delights possible. They bring the seasons of the soul that foster growth and take the appearance of dying away, which is actually part of the cycle of life, again and again and again. You have been through much death, dear one, around you, within you. You have known this dark angel. That is why you are so full of life. Your attempt to stay as you have been, to render something in your life immobile or impervious to change, have failed. Let us celebrate. Cheers, Luna. She's just sitting there listening intently. There is no delight in frozen moments long since past. Why try to feast upon such food? It will not nourish you anywhere near as deeply and fully as fresh from the oven morsels of life. Come, let us taste all that is on offer. We'll drink headedly and satiate our deepest thirst. Let us enjoy the richness of the meal in gratitude for its preparation and awe at the skill involved in such masterful creation. Do not let the memory of death starve you of your own participation in life. Do you hold on still to that which is past? I will soothe you with a loving touch upon your back, and yet gently I will turn your head to the right and urge you to see the rising sun. Your life is blessed, you see. I want you to know this now. I want you to accept this now. Let those horrors of the past be gone. They are no more than phantoms. The garden is here now, to be touched, tasted, seen, heard, felt, inhaled, and loved. This oracle comes to you with a message. A new day is dawning for you. This is a time when the past will very soon cease to have any hold over you. Celebration is imminent. You are invited into the golden light of divine plenty. Put your worries behind you now and step into your divine inheritance, where all is sorted according to kindness and grace. I told you that the lighting was applicable, relevant. Guys, okay. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I will speak to you soon, so until then, take care, much love.